Hello everyone, my name is Jesse, and welcome back to another episode of Angry Birds Rio. In today's episode, we're going to play through the second half of episode number 7, Fruit Market. And if you're all excited for today's video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell icon to never miss a video, and follow me on Discord, Odyssey, and Rumble for exclusive content. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, let's see what we're working with. That was pretty funny. He got crushed by, yeah, the marmoset got crushed by a block. What a world we live in. What a world we live in. Okay, how do I take down this level? Okay, I have a feeling I have to, like, do this first. I missed it. I thought I would get him. Okay, let's try this again. Yes! Yes! We got him! Wait, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good one. Alright. Speaking of good, Rovio just added Iceberg to Angry Birds Bounce. Yeah, Rovio added Iceberg from Angry Birds Space into Angry Birds Bounce. Which I'm pretty happy about, because, like, we got some representation for Angry Birds Space in both Angry Birds 2. We got representation for Angry Birds Space video game in both Angry Birds 2 Space Event, as well as, what was it? As well as in the, as well as in Angry Birds Bounce. And I mean, Reloaded, like, technically counts because, like, it's a whole remaster of Angry Birds Space. And, like, people say that the remaster of Angry Birds Space in Reloaded is as light as, is light and underwhelming. But I disagree, because, like, that version of the game, Reloaded, also added exclusive planets featuring, space versions of Pinkbird, Whitebird, and, Greenbird. Also known as space versions of the space versions of Matilda, Stella, and Hal. That's what their names are. Yes! Massive destruction. I thought I would have to restart for a minute. So yeah, like, Angry Birds Reloaded gave Angry Birds Space every episode from the original, and more. Including, like, 4 brand new episodes based on Angry Birds Space theme. And also with their own exclusive content. And it also gave Angry Birds Space an exclusive boss for Danger Zone, which it was lacking previously. Kudos to Rovio this year, because like they've been improving slowly but surely. They've been getting better. Slowly but surely, Rovio is getting better. And it just makes me more hopeful. That we could have a return to their glory days. The golden era. And I mean, I wouldn't call it the golden era, personally. I would call it like the Angry Birds worldwide era, where like Angry Birds was like everywhere. They had collaborations with Angry Birds Rio, Angry Birds Space, Angry Birds Star Wars. Like, they had like everything. And then it went downhill after that. Because like, between all the stuff Rovio was doing like that time, to me it seems like Rovio was biting off more than they could chew. And look, I know the fans like say that was like the best era on the fans' perspective, but from a financial perspective, I don't think it was for Rovio's end. For the fans in goodwill, it was like massive success, but for Rovio, things would go downhill after 2012. Especially with some weird decisions like this. Like, why did Rovio release an Angry Birds game compilation for consoles? Such as this. Why did Rovio release a game compilation? Why did Rovio release a game compilation for consoles in 2012? Before they could have... Before Angry Birds Space was a thing, for example? And as far as I'm concerned, like, Angry Birds Star Wars should have been released in 2013 instead of 2012. Because in my opinion, that game overshadowed other Angry Birds games. Or games related to a franchise, such as Bad Piggies, Angry Birds Friends, and especially Angry Birds Space, a game with very similar gameplay. A game with gameplay that Angry Birds Star Wars expanded on. So like, think of it this way, if Angry Birds Star Wars expanded on the gameplay found or present in Angry Birds Space, and like, most casual players wouldn't think that there would be a reason to try Angry Birds Space. Because like Angry Birds Star Wars is superior. They would consider Angry Birds Star Wars superior due to expanding upon the zero gravity gameplay. But yeah, I just wish like Rovio released it another time. I don't know, like in 2013, so that they could give Angry Birds Space its time to shine, and have a chance for the other birds to show up in the flock, such as White Bird, Pink Bird, and Green Bird. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing. I don't know, like, maybe it's just a preference kind of thing. Like, I know, like, sure, like, maybe Angry Birds, like, wouldn't have been as big had Angry Birds Star Wars not released so early, but it could have given Angry Birds Space more time to shine, and could have helped Rovio in the long run. At least in my opinion. It could have done more for Rovio in the long run. At least in my opinion. At least that's how I feel. And probably some other people. Maybe. Anyways, we're in level 14-13. Yeah, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. Or not. As for me, like, I gotta say, like, I wish, like, Angry Birds Star Wars, like, for me, I think, like, as for me, like, I think Angry Birds Star Wars would have worked better if it was like a combination of the events from both the first 3 movies and the last 3. The first 3 movies, episodes 1 to 3 and episodes 4 to 6. It was a retelling of all 6 episodes, like, sure it wouldn't have been as big as, like, releasing Angry Birds Star Wars 1 and 2 separately, but I don't know, like, I think it would have been, like, a big game that, like, tells the entire story. Like, would have been the biggest Angry Birds game ever created. And have a chance to have its own, dedicated console port, which contains all the episodes. So you can play a retelling of Angry Birds, of Star Wars, with an Angry Birds game. Okay, we defeat the boss. Sorry about that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. What if Angry Birds Star Wars was released as a collection of both the first 3 movies and the second of the 3 movies? I don't know. I was thinking maybe hold on a second. I want to extend this video for longer. What if it was like released as a compilation of as like what if it was like released as a collection of both why did I do that? What if it was released as a collection of both Angry Birds Star Wars 1 and 2? And also the reason I'm restarting this level is because like there's sometimes a glitch in these levels where like you do beat the level, but like it still counts as like a level failed if there's no birds remaining. This glitch is like in the fight against Nigel in episode Did we do it? Yes, we did it! So yeah. I mean, sure, it wouldn't have been as big as both Angry Birds Star Wars and 2 released separately, but I think like it still would have been popular. Really popular. That, and as for me, like, I don't like the pigs in Angry Birds Star Wars 2 because like most of the pigs' abilities are just reskins of like abilities. Most of the pigs' abilities are just reskins of like abilities for the birds. And like while that was in Angry Birds Classics other thing, let me stop the music. While the reskin abilities was present in Angry Birds King Pig mode, the reason it worked there is because like it was like a selection of like mini games, like gave different effects such as total destruction, material mix-up, bird frenzy, and King Pig. As for me, like Angry Birds Star Wars 2, meanwhile, has like a massive like massive number of like pigs that like share the abilities of like the birds. I would have preferred it was like Angry Birds Reloaded's Egg Hunt, where like the pigs have their own unique abilities. And like only some of the pigs were slightly like reskin birds' abilities. Anyways, that's just how I feel. Angry Birds Star Wars 2, I mean the pigs' abilities are fine, but like pigs' abilities in Angry Birds Star Wars 2 are fine, but like for me, I just like don't really think too much of them. I just don't think there's much to them except being like birds' abilities reskinned. Yeah. Anyways, that'll be the end of today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell icon to never miss a video. Follow me on Discord, Odyssey, and Rumble. Links in the description. Once again, my name is Jesse. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Goodbye!